Hey guys, I'm BK. I hope you all fine. So this is Docker series. If you are new to Docker, first go to watch my previous video, then come to this part 4th video. In my previous video, I already explained about Docker architecture and Docker CLI, Docker host and Docker container, Docker image and Docker file and Docker commands. So this is part 4th video, part 4th continuation video. In my previous video is a part 4th video. In my part 4th video, I already explained how to write a Docker file. So in my previous video, we saw some 7 Docker file commands, which is from and run and entry point and cmd and copy, etc. So this example 1 and 2 we already covered, and today we're going to see example 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, let's get started. So this is a repository. I'm using this Docker series. You get this link on this video description. You don't need to worry about the commands and codes which are using this series. Everything you get this repository. Okay, so let's get started. So we saw this example 1 and 2. So this is example 3. So this example 3, you can see this env. What is this env? You see, set environment variable using env for data consumption. First I going to build this, then I will explain what is this env means. We saw this from and working directory and copy and run and entry point in my previous video. Okay, I'm going to build this. So this is a docker build command, docker build -t, which is a tag. So this is a tag, test-env. Dot means, so this is my current directory. I mentioned docker file. Okay, takes some little bit time. Yeah, completed. Okay, now I going to run this container. For that I need to use sudo run and image name. You see this? Okay, now come to this app.py. This is very simple code. Here I using this OS module and pandas. So inside the data, here I using this env. Okay, but I not passed any argument here. Okay, so all the argument comes from this docker file. Now you guys understand why we are using this environment variable. Okay, if I want to change this environment variable, if I change this hi to hello, let's see what will happen. You see, this 0 is equal to hi. Now I change it to hello. Again I going to build this file. You see what will happen. It's completed. I'm going to run this. See this hi changed hello. So which means we are using this environment variable. So here we can pass the argument. So this argument will be reflected inside this text 1. You see, this is a text 1 is equal to hello. I hope you guys understand this concept of why we are using this environment. Okay, for example, still you guys not understand, I give you a simple example. That is, if you are developing any code on your local, the code needs an environment variable, right? So for that, what you do, you just create a .env file, which is like this .env. Inside the .env, you can use like text is equal to app. So this text you guys using inside this code here. Okay, for this you can use OS module. I hope you guys understand this env in docker file. Now coming to example 4. Example 4, what is new? Let's see. So here I using this expose. What is this expose? In Docker there are 2 expose. When you run the docker command, first I'm going to build this file, then I will explain. For that I need to change the directory. So example 4. Docker build -t test expose dot. So now I'm going to run this container. For that I'm going to use docker run hyphen, I'm not going to use hyphen d. Okay, instead I'm going to use hyphen p. What is this hyphen p means? Which is nothing but port. So here I'm going to mention 5050, which is my host port. This is my docker port. Okay, going to run this. Localhost. You're not doing it. You see this hash from Flask inside Docker container. I can access my application through this port, which is my host port. I hope you guys understand this concept. Why we need to use this 2 port. So many people confusing here. So this is, which is your right side is your container port. Your left side is your host port. What is my container port means? So let's log in -it. Sorry. So I'm going to use -d here. Okay. Docker ps. So I'm going to copy this command. Now I'm going to log in into this container. For that I need to use docker exec execute -it interactive terminal, and I'm going to paste this container ID. I'm going to use bash. Okay, now I successfully log in this docker container. Now I'm going to use curl command -l and localhost. Sorry, not localhost. I'm going to use 0000 and 5000. Inside there is no curl. Okay, I use this ping also not there. So these all are the modules. So now what I am doing is I'm just logging in inside the container, which is, this is my microcomputer. So inside my computer I accessing my application. Okay, so it takes some time. So you guys try. I go into another topic. So now 2 topics is completed. One is env, another one is expose. Okay, so coming to example 5. I'm going to change the directory. Example 5. Example 5. So going to run this, build this image -t. So first we going to see what is the difference here. Here they are using this add. What this add means, and also here I'm using label. What is this label? Okay, coming to this add. So by using this add, what we can do is we can download the file from this path and copy inside this app directory. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste here. There you see, inside this file we can see this readme.md. I want to copy this file and paste it to my container. For that we can use this add and label. So if you are create a image, so you can mention your name by using this label. So this will used for auditing purpose, or if you have thousands of image, by using this label you can identify. Okay, I'm going to build this. This image name is going to be add and label. So now I'm going to run this. Docker run add label. I can't see anything, so I'm going to log in into this. Docker run -it add label bin bash. So I'm inside the container. Here you can see this readme.md file. Okay, and also if you want to see label, I just want to see the label, how the label is look like. For that you can use inspect command, docker inspect. Here I going to give image name, which is add label. You see this? Wait a minute. So you don't need to search. You don't need to search like this. You can use hyphen I, which is a grep hyphen I, LABLE. You see this? Add latest. Add label is a latest thing. So environment, app version, and labels. I'm going to copy this and I go on to paste here. You see, this is the one. Here we can see the description, why I'm creating this image and who creating this image, and also we can give the version. So I hope you guys understand these two concepts. One is add and another one is a label. Now coming to 6. So what is new here? Here I added volume. So this is MySQL image. By using this MySQL image, what we can do is we can create a database. Okay, the database expose on this port inside the container, and also we can see this ONBUILD. So what is first we see this volume, then we see this ONBUILD. What is this volume? So volume is nothing but, for example, we are creating a Docker container, which is a MySQL container. This is a database, right? So if anything happen into your if anything happened to your container, like if your container destroyed, if your container stopped, or if your container reacting like ephemeral, so that you need your you need sorry, I'm just running very fast. Okay, you need to your data should be like very safe. So for that you can use this volume. So if you use what this does, so it will store all the data on this folder. So this is a database. So these database storage will be stored in this path in your host machine. What is your host machine? Your local machine. It will not store this data. It will not store inside the Docker container, because if anything happen, so your container will be die. So your data will be lost. You will lose your data. So for that we can use this volume. Now second one is ONBUILD. By using this ONBUILD, what we can do is, so this is my first image. I am going to build my first image. Here I print this. I am testing the ONBUILDing. So here you can provide anything. If you want to install any package, you can give. Okay. For example, apt install like a curl, or apt install ping. What are the package you want? You just provide by using this run. Okay. Why I'm using this ONBUILD? Okay. First I going to create this image. Then I going to push this image to the Docker repository. Now again I going to use that image as a base image. What is the base image? This is a base image. On that base image, I going to provide some commands, which is a env and volume. If you build that child image, okay, that image when you build that image, this value will execute. Okay. Now we have only limited time, so we will see this command in upcoming video. Okay. Now I go into, so I hope you guys understand these two concepts. Still you guys not understand this ONBUILD, I give you another example. So this is my image. So by using this image, see, I going to enter this ONBUILD. So ONBUILD, I going to install some package. The package name called pip install pandas. Okay, I'm going to build this image. Then I going to push this image to my Docker hub. Okay, where all the private and the public image will be stored. Okay, then again I going to create another image. That image I going to use this. Okay, this first image name is Bharati. So I going to create another image called BK. Okay, so here I going to use from. You know what is this from means? Here I going to mention Bharati. So this is my base image. Okay, I going to execute some. I'm going to enter some line. Now I going to build this image. Okay, then here this ONBUILD command will execute. So in your base, this image, that command will not execute. That image will be that value, that ONBUILD will be execute in your child image. I hope you guys now understand this concept. What is ONBUILD? Now coming to example 7. So this example 7 we're going to see two topic, which is a user, another one is a health check. You guys do like by your own. Okay, so this 6 and 7 you try it. You get this on a link on this video description. You just build on your local, then a command. Okay, here you see we have like a 3. What is this? Stop signal, and another one is a user, another one is a health check. So when you log in into your first we going to say this user. What does this user mean? When you log in into your container will be defaultly login by root user. So if you want to change your own user, you can use this app user. So if you create a user by using user add -ms and bin bash, so this is a username and a user. If you log in into your container, automatically you will log in as a app user. I hope you guys understand this concept. What is this stop signal? This one we'll see a separate video. Okay, what does this health check means? So if your container is running on this port, for example you have Apache 2 application running on this 8080, you just want to check that container, you just want to check your app or container health check. Okay, for that we can use this. So what is this timeout? It will try 3 seconds. What is this interval? It will try 10 seconds once. What is this retry? Well, first try is failed, again it will check. If second is failed, again it will check. Okay, and by using this command, so we can find the health check. So I hope you guys understand this, all the concepts. So I have only limited time, so that's why I can't explain everything. So these all are the Docker file commands we have in Docker. So if you know all the Docker file commands, so you can usually write Docker file concept. We'll see part 5th video. Ta-da, bye-bye. And if you find this video helpful to you, and do subscribe my channel and also comment. That will help you. That will help me a lot. Ta-da, bye-bye.